Capricorn, welcome back to Karma Light Readings. I'm Karma. If you're new here, welcome. Thank you so much for joining us today. Please make sure you subscribe, hit that notification bell. This is a general collective reading for the sign of Capricorn. So you may or may not resonate, but if you do, I would love it if you would hit that like button. Any questions, any information that you need to know about me will be in the description box below. With that being said, Capricorn, we're going to go ahead and jump into it. I will be clarifying the cards. This is just a quick check-in. So let's take a look and see what we have going on for you right now. What is the current energy surrounding Capricorn? The Nine of Pentacles. All right. What's coming towards Capricorn? The Two of Wands. Your advice from Spirit on what you should do or what you should be focused on is the Eight of Swords. Strength. There's something about this Eight of Swords where I feel like Spirit is telling you that you've got to get out of your own head sometimes, because you create your own blockages and your own, like, you're not really as stuck as you think you are, Capricorn. Yeah, the outcome is judgment. Like, it's like open up your eyes and release yourself, because it's all an illusion. Like, you have the ability and the strength to release yourself from a situation. You have the Seven of Swords on the bottom with the Five of Cups to the Nine of Swords. So, okay, don't shoot the messenger. And this might sound very harsh, and I'm not being harsh. I'm speaking from so much testimony and life experience. But I feel like Spirit is showing me that you keep getting upset over the same situation, over the same, like this person has always lied to you. They've always been manipulative. So it's almost like you just keep entering back into this realm, and then you get so defensive and so upset over the same outcome. And that's the problem. Like, well, when is it going to stop? Well, you know, at some point you have to call the shots and make it stop by making a different decision to walk away. Like, if someone is repeatedly showing you that they're not going to change, you can't keep crying over spilled milk. You've got to be the one to create the change. And yeah, I'm getting goosebumps as I say this. And you know, it's okay, because in those situations and in those moments, Capricorn, it can be very hard for us to see how we are detrimental to our own growth and our own health and our own, just even taking accountability for staying in a situation that we just shouldn't stay in, because we have so much hope that it will change. But sometimes the change is walking away. And then that's what the catalyst is for that person to grow. And that's sometimes how God utilizes us, is not that we're going to be there the whole time to experience the growth with that person, but just use us to, you know, give them the nudge that they need to grow on their journey, and then we go our own way. It's very unique how God uses us, and we don't always know what, you know, what it entails, okay? So the current energy around you is the Nine of Pentacles. You're very independent, okay? I would say single, or you deem yourself single. If you're not single, you are living like you are. Yeah, you're on a journey here, though. There you are again. Some of you could travel for work. It's this one thing that's just blocking you, and you keep looking out like that's how you feel. Something is missing. You're not quite fulfilled. You don't know what it is, but I get this sense that you're looking in the wrong direction. Very successful energy, but why do you feel like you're being blocked from creating? Yeah, a lot of confusion. 7 of Cups. So what's coming your way is the 2 of Wands. You're going to be at a crossroads. And when we go for so long without making a decision, Spirit's going to force you to make a decision. Clearly, because your outcome is judgment, which means a massive wake-up call that will hurt much more, because then the whole truth is revealed at one time. And that's like fall down on your knees, you know, shocking when it happens. But it's because Spirit is really, really trying to get you to make a solid decision about letting something go so that you can release yourself from this cycle of believing that you're held back. What is the 2 of Wands for Capricorn this coming year? Then what do they have to do with this 2 of Wands? Yeah. The 4 of Pentacles, refusing to make a decision. Why? Because you have an idea in your head of what happiness and fulfillment looks like, and what you want, maybe in terms of commitment or a relationship. I don't know. Page of Wands to the 4 of Wands, but Spirit is like 4 of Swords, Page of Wands. It's not a real expectation. It's not reality. And you keep holding off on doing something, or holding off on making a decision, hoping that things will just kind of change on their own, Capricorn. And I don't really see that happening. Yeah, the Hanged Man. You're just stuck hanging in limbo, but you've got to set yourself free. And it comes from releasing yourself from your own mind. It's your mindset that needs to shift. And you don't want anyone else to tell you what to do, and you don't want anyone else to make this decision for you, but you also don't even tell anybody how you feel or that you have to make this decision. And so you just kind of think, well, if I just don't make the decision, I'll be fine. I don't really need to tell people what I'm thinking about. What is the 8 of Swords for their advice? The 10 of Swords. It's literally what I have been saying, because then you have the Ace of Cups. You know, what is love to you is not necessarily what is love to someone else. What you think someone should do in terms of showing you that they love you might not be their love language. Everybody loves at a different capacity. Everybody experiences love at a different capacity. That, like, there's just so much argument and chaos and conflict over someone's truth. And then again, you have the 8 of Swords to the 10 of Swords as what Spirit wants you to be focused on. And I feel like this is such a deep sense of shadow work. And shadow work is always connected to an awakening. It's always connected to growth and an awakening and a major transformation in self. And so in an essence, shadow work can be ugly, but it's so, so beautiful, Capricorn. And I feel like you are dying unto yourself and dying unto your flesh. I literally feel like that's what I'm seeing here. Because your advice is the 8 of Swords to the 10 of Swords. Spirit is like, when are you going to realize that you are setting yourself up for failure? That you are the reason why you keep running into this energy of feeling defeated. Yes, other people may be doing you wrong. Other people may be toxic. Other people may be mean or this or whatever it is they're doing, but Spirit is saying, but you know that, and you're choosing to be blind to it, and then you keep getting shocked when it happens again. Again, I say this with no judgment. I have been there and I have lived it. I lived it for 10 plus years. So I say this to whoever this is with so much love and compassion to the situation. It's just what Spirit is saying is at some point you have to die unto yourself. And what does that mean? It means that whoever you are right now, you have to unbecome them. You have to let that version of you die and do not step foot back into that energy. And it is a process. Knight of Pentacles to the Six of Wands. It is a process of growing. It is a process to success. The Knight of Pentacles is the slowest moving card in the deck. And the Six of Wands talks about growth, ascension, pride, success, victory. It is a process, but it is not impossible. It is not impossible. But you're the one who has to set yourself free. And that's why Judgment is here. And that's why Judgment is here. I feel like the trumpet has been blown for you. And Spirit is saying, this is it. This is the last chance. Judgment to the Six of Cups. Yeah. Release that childhood trauma. Release the perceptions and beliefs that are holding you back and creating confusion. You have Justice to the Knight of Cups. It's time for you to show up for yourself. If you feel unfulfilled, even with all of your accolades and your success and your independence, and you still are searching for something and you still feel like something is missing, Spirit is saying, take off your blinders, release yourself from this false narrative that you are stuck or you can't become better or do better or experience better, and pour into yourself. Forgive yourself. Release any resentment and pain towards anything, anyone, and any situation so that you can experience this freedom and this peace. Whoever this is for, Cap. This is for somebody. To the Eight of Wands. Yes, to the Wheel of Fortune. Change your path. Change your path. Eight of Wands, release it. Send it all up to the Most High so that He can take that energy and transform it and expand your consciousness and help you understand something. Because then things start to move very quickly. Then the wheel starts to turn very quickly. And all of a sudden you become aligned to different energy, and the new life begins. The new opportunities come in. You're not always going to fit into everybody's narrative, right? Let me this says time to review your relationships in life. But let me clarify. Let me say something the Spirit just showed me. Our whole life, people are always going to say to us, oh, I just want you to do better, and I want you to be better, and I want you to be your true authentic self. Be who you truly are. And then when we step into what makes us happiest and we become our true authentic self, those same people that said they wanted that for you are going to be the same ones telling you, well, not like that. That's not what we meant. That's not good. That's not going to make you happy. Do you, Capricorn, but come out of this illusion. Because if Spirit is telling you, yeah, look it, you have time to review your relationships in life and cleanse and smudge your home and your energy, that means you have people around you who don't really support you or love the authentic version of you. And that's what's making you feel bogged down. Okay, it could be a Gemini. You got Gemini. It's a two-faced energy here. Time to review your relationships in life, Gemini energy. Use your spiritual authority. If you don't know what that is, research it. You need to ground yourself. Someone needs to take accountability. There's new life on the way. This could be read so many ways. It literally says new baby on the way. So it could be an actual new baby or a new life. Like I said, you have to die unto yourself. Spirit is looking for a full rebirth out of you. Low self-worth. You need to do affirmations to gain your self-worth, to love yourself. Gut feeling, listen to your intuition. You could be some of you could be dealing with some sort of child support or custody issues. That is not for all of you, but some of you could be dealing with that. Then you have new love is coming. And then you have no. I don't think that you believe the goodness is coming your way because of whatever you've been through. It says humble yourself on the bottom. All right, Capricorn. Let's pick some letters and some numbers that may resonate or mean something to you. As I tell everybody, you can look up the numbers. You can say, what is the spiritual meaning of da-da-da-da-da numbers, or what is the, what is angel number, whatever, mean, okay? All right, we have the number 4, the letter K, O, X, S, R, P, B, M, V, I, L. You have V again, 2 V's, 2 S's. You have 2 8s, so 88. You have 9, you have 2 K's. You have F. You have 6. You have 2 I's, and you have 0. All right, Capricorn, I send you much love on this journey. I look forward to hearing from you guys, and I'll see you soon.